Right, so I've been out for a couple hours doing a test run on the truck. She is noisy as heck. She's got no hush mat in it or anything like that. But I got some floor mats in it just because I just wanted something in here, so I got some cheap floor mats. Yeah, she still needs a lot of work. She's gonna need a front end alignment, but other than that, it doesn't veer off right and left. It doesn't dart. When I hit the brakes, it stays pretty straight, so we're doing good. The brakes are working halfway decent. I probably gotta bleed out the rear brakes some more, but it is working. It's working pretty good. I still gotta do fixing on the gauges and whatnot, but we're gonna take a drive home. That's what we're gonna do right now. So I'm gonna pop you in the window. I'm sorry, but it's really noisy in here. This is a noisy truck. You know, she's old, she's rickety. She needs a lot more fixing on it. But here we go, we'll see. See if we can get you something decent. And she's dirty. She needs a bath, but we'll get there. So now what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna go ahead. Ride home. All right, here we go. Gonna have to do a U-turn here, or such. There we go. Yeah, we did start out in second gear. This is third gear right here. Like I said, this is a work truck. She's geared a little low. I think she'd be screaming pretty good if I had her going around 70 miles an hour. So second gear, nice and smooth. Yeah, there she is, the lumber wagon. That's fourth gear. Yeah, so I think around 70 miles an hour might be much for this. I might have to change out the rear gear, make it a little happier, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, that she needs new tires. She's pretty dry rotted. I bought a spare tire carrier for the box. And started buying door and window seals and things like that. But we'll get there. Got a hole in the window. I can't wait till the rest of the bracket and everything comes for the passenger side vent window, because it's a little drafty in here. Good thing it's nice out. I think it was like 50 degrees today. Oh, sorry, getting the sky shot. There you go. Tooling down the road. Sorry, I don't have a GoPro or anything like, you know, decent enough to like rig up in here. So this is just the phone on the dash. But yeah, I need to change out all the fluids. I'm gonna change out the engine fluid, the oil. I need to change out the transmission fluid. I need to change out the rear axle fluid. If I remember correctly from what I read, you're supposed to change out the fluid in the transmission every 30,000 miles. The odometer on this thing actually says 39,000 miles. Whether that's true, I think it's true because all the numbers are straight. They're not conjiggled. You know, when the odometers flip on these old Chevrolets, the numbers don't. They don't line up very good. I think once we get the heat going in here and we fix the rest of it, I'm gonna put a radio in this. I actually got a factory period radio for it for like 40 bucks. Whether it works or not is another question. I gotta clean it up, and I gotta hook a speaker up to it. I'm only gonna put one speaker in this truck because, you know, I don't need fancy 3-speaker radio on this. But she actually drives pretty good. She's real bouncy though because the shocks are pretty shot. But she's driving really good. Like, she put up a real fight with the brakes. You know, the rubber hoses, the rubber brake lines were all shot in this thing. And all the calipers, the wheel cylinders were shot. Had all new pretty much all new brake lines except for the hard lines, and a new distribution block, new master cylinder, new brake booster. Yeah, so she should be pretty skookum now as far as the brakes go. Yeah, this thing's fun to drive. I mean, I don't even have a radio in here and I feel entertained. Although I just smell a little bit of freaking exhaust fumes. I gotta get the holes and everything buttoned up in the floorboards here. I gotta do the rest of the welding in for that. And then I gotta run the exhaust the rest of the way through the back. Dude, still got some engine stuff. I want to replace the cap, rotor, and wires on the distributor. Make that all nice and new. You know, I'd like to have those freaking wires buttoned up super nice, have everything neat. I have to replace 1 or 2 more heater hoses. There's another heater hose I got to replace. There's a little bit of a weepy leak in it, but it's not too bad. So we're getting there. Yeah, and I'll end up putting some helper springs in here. I want to put another set of springs in here on the rear, giving it an extra 2,000 pound of capacity. so I think I'm gonna end up doing a lot more to it. I gotta put a rack on the back so I can haul other like lumber and ladders and things. I wanna put like I want to put shovel mounts. I want to be able to mount a wheelbarrow to this thing. I got a lot of things I want to do to it. Yeah, the transmission's got a little slop. I'm probably gonna want to replace the pads on the shift forks. Do some preventative maintenance on that. You guys are probably freaking bored watching the freaking hood and the traffic up in front. Sorry about that. I'm having a blast though. This thing's been freaking awesome. Finally. Yeah. Door's not shut quite good enough. It's rattling on me. Got to replace the pins and whatnot in that, but man, everything's pretty good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, here we go. Home sweet home. There we go. There we are. Should be pretty good for there right now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nope. Park and brake. Yeah, she diesels a little bit. If I just up and shut her off, I give her a little bit of gas first, and then she doesn't diesel.